when I moved out there to Atlanta, that's when Tupac had just got killed. When I moved out there right after he got killed. And then I came back here right after Biggie got killed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So came back home, it's 97, 98. And I think that's when I went to the studio, one of my boys' studio called my boy Sean Griffin. And that was the first song I sung. It was called Everyone Finds Their Way Home. Mm-hmm. And I mean, all the gospel stations was playing it down here, right? So that was a good thing. I didn't care, who played it, as long as it got played, right?
Sure.
So, I was working at Southern University. I was working in the kitchen at the time when I was doing that. And let me see, 99, that's when 97, I met my ex-wife. Mm-hmm. And got married in 99 and
what were you able to do with the single hitting the radio?
I mean, it was just getting played. I wasn't really pushing it, it was just getting played. I was in love and stuff at that time, and I wasn't really tripping on the music, but they was giving me airplay, so I was enjoying the moment,
Sure.
And like I said, I was married, I was in love, and me and her was doing things and going everywhere and, just having fun, just having a good time. And I was raising a family because she had like 4 children. Mm-hmm. They weren't all children, but she had 4. A
lot of things take a backseat to such responsibility.
Yeah, and in 98, I started working for Mystical, Michael Tyler. I was doing pre-production for him. I brought him he had a writer's block. Mm-hmm. And I brought him out of his writer's block. My tracks brought him out of writer's block. Yeah. And that's how we hooked up. You know what I'm saying? I used to live in these apartments over there off of Sherwood, what they called? Southern Boulevard. I can't even remember, but I met him there, and we clicked up. I seen him pull up, and my little niece told me, she said she seen Mystical one day, and he was driving a brown and cream color, what's the truck's called? A Lavin, what's that called? A Lavin. That's so crazy, I can't even remember. But anyway, he had that type of vehicle.
Like an SUV, like a Land Rover?
Land Rover, not a Land Rover. It was he had a Land Rover when I was dealing with him. Land Cruiser.
There you go.
That's what I was thinking of. The Land Cruiser, he had that cream and brown Land Cruiser. And my niece said he had that no limit on his neck. Yeah. So I'm just, I walk from the back apartments, like just the front, you walk in, and then I'm in the second apartment. So, I'm coming out like I normally do every time of the day. I come out there, and I see him pull up. And then I'm just looking, and I see the big old chain flashing, he got the thing wrapped around his head.
Always.
Yeah, right. So
back then.
Yeah, so he jumps out. I said, hey, man, is you Mystical? He said, yeah, man, what's happening? I said, look, bro, I know you're a busy dude. I ain't tripping on you. I said, but I got some tracks, man. Come check them out, man. You might like them. He said, what apartment you in? So I told him, excuse me. He said, as soon as I get through getting my hair braided, come holler at you. I ain't believe him. I was like, okay, all right, cool, that's what's up. So the chick that he was in that situation with, that he went to jail behind, Paula, that's who was braiding his hair. Paula lived in the front of where I lived. So she was braiding his hair. And so I'm, I used to tell my people, my ex-wife, everybody, I said, see that boy right there? One of his songs come on, or if he by his own self, or he had No Limit. I said, I'm gonna work for that boy one day. Yeah. I said, because I said he reminded me of me when I was young. The raspy and so they laughed at me. They would just laugh at me. So my ex-wife, she came home, and I told her, I said, somebody's coming here the day that I told you I was gonna be working with one day. And I told her, she said, who? I said, Mystical. She started laughing at me, right? So she on the phone with her sister clowning me. Like, oh girl, this fool in here talking about Mystical coming over here. And
beautiful.
And open up the door for him when he get here and all that. She was just clowning me, right? I said, all right then, that's cool. So I think I jumped ahead, but Mike eventually came to the park. right? Yeah, his little brother with him. So he come to the apartment, and I had these old tracks on cassette tapes that I did in Youngstown.
Okay.
Back in 96, 97. And, you know, you got the cassette tape, got the noise and the
Sure.
shit.
Sure.
So he come in, I didn't think he was coming, but he showed up, and I put the cassette in, hit play, and all I seen next was he do this when he get ready to get in his zone. With the 12 in his neck. No, it's him. Oh, damn, whoa, there you go, man. And they just started doing that shit, you know. And oh, this and he go over there, you know, whoa.
He caught the spirit.
He came just running it. And man, that dude grabbed me, man, hugged me like I was a brother. He said, oh man, I'm out of my writer's block. And he said, dog, what are you doing around 3 o'clock, 3:30? I said, no, I'm gonna be here. He said, man, is it okay if I come back and bring my old lady with me? Boo, boo, boo? I said, yeah. He said, man, I need to talk to you. I need to holler at you. He left there, he was so excited, he gave me another hug, boom, boom. Brother would hug me, boom, boom, right, that type of thing. And he was just trying, I could hear him as he leaving. He said, oh man, this dude just helped me come out. He was talking to his brother, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pumped up, because I'm like, oh, it's on now. I'm pumped up, I try to tell them, right? So you know, skip back to my ex-wife, she comes home. So I'm telling her, I'm letting her know, you know, boom. She crying. She don't believe nothing I'm telling her. So, she on the phone, she's still calling me. I'm in the living room. Ding dong. I said, baby, get the dough. Now you get the dough. Anybody, you know, that type of stuff. Hostile with me. Hey, there's more mystical at that dough. You get the dough, just hostile. So I'm laughing. I said, come on, baby, get the dough. Girl, let me open up this dough, because this boy here just plays so much. I wish he would hurry up and get with Mystical so he can just, you know, that type of thing. She was running it like that.
Yeah.
And man, she opened up that dough. And her whole face expression just fell. Like, and she turned around and looked at me. And when she looked, she was like, you know, that type of thing. I said, let the people in, right? And that's what I'm telling her, let the people in. She said, oh, I'm sorry, y'all come on in. And you know, they saying hi, introducing themselves to her and all that. So she shut the door, you know, they got their back to her, they walking towards me, she all behind them. You know, it's going crazy. You know, it's got me just literally
complete
going
180,
crazy.
yeah.
Woo! Man, can you imagine the loving I was getting after that? And I'm not talking about sexual. I'm just talking about that confident, you know, knowing that my man said he gonna do something, and he doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I clown him real hard today. You know, just all them other days. So that respect level really kicked in on her. You know. So they came in, you know, sat down. She, you know, she gonna come over there and sit down with us. So she come in there and sit down. She's still just kind of just blown out the way right now. And she hear everything we talk about, you know what I'm saying, from beginning to end. And after that happened and they left and everything, oh my God, she was on the phone with everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. What was he looking for at the time? What was he trying to find?
He wanted me to be his go-to man doing his production, his pre-production.
Okay.
You know, yeah, he was like, hey man. So I was like, should we have some type of agreement? You know, so we signed something saying that, you know, I'm doing this pre-production for you, and if any ideas you come up with, if you want to use any of my stuff, that, you know, I will be compensated for, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I fell for the okie doke, but at the time I had nothing to lose, because he was like, man, I'm mystical, man. I should have known him when he said that. I should have said, yeah, we need to sign something.
Yeah.
right. But he started running that to me, man. I don't steal, man. I'm mystical. I don't steal, all that type of stuff. So I said, okay, I took a chance anyway. But what I messed up was, when I was giving him the music at first, I wasn't protecting myself with it. I wasn't mailing it back to myself and like that.
Yeah.
I started doing that later on. I mean, months and months and months, because my ex-wife was like, are you, protecting yourself with that music? And I was like, no, baby, actually, I'm not. I'm just giving it to him. And she's like, oh, no, and that's who gave me the idea, because she was a paralegal. She said, you need to start, before you give him that music, we're going to mail it back to our own selves. It's called a lazy man's copyright.
Right.
So, but the ones that I gave him, I didn't do that. And those are the ones he used.
Come on.
Only one saved us when we were suing him. But the thing was, when I let the lawyers hear the tracks that I accused them of, they was like flabbergasted. They was like, oh, wow, we're going to take your case. We're going to take that case. And you know, just to make a long story short, it was what it was, and it did what it did. And, you know, I gave Mike a lot of ideas, you know, to start his own label and all that because of me. I was one that gave Mike the advice to, you know, stop crying about what's going on in No Limit. You're already a platinum artist. Do your own thing. Go get your own deal. And that's what he did. That's when he got that deal with Jive. He left No Limit and went to Jive. He started his record label. All that. He said I was going to be his main producer for his label, you know, and all that type of stuff. He went back on everything he said to me, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never trip on it. Man.
Even though you sometimes people walk away from them situations feeling like empty-handed, but I mean, inside yourself, it kind of verifies yourself to yourself. Like you are onto something good. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you are doing. It is what you think it is. You don't just have to think it. You know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. He even made a statement to me one time talking about. Because I remember when he came to my apartment and he seen what I was working with. I had a Ensoniq keyboard, right, workstation, and I just had a amplifier, house speakers, and a house system. And I had my Ensoniq plugged up into there, and I was making my beats, putting my beats together on workstation. And when I get through with them, you know, everything, and then I just fly them to the cassette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And when he said, man, you making a big sound like that off of this? He said, you kidding me? He was just amazed. Like, he was just tripped out. He said, man, you kidding me? You doing all them tracks on this right here? I said, yeah. He said, man, you should have been made it. You know, so I took it as a compliment, you know what I'm saying? You know, but as far as I'm concerned, you know, it was all a game anyway. You know, it was all, you know, the way he did it, you know, because all he had to do was just give me credit for what I've done or the ideas I came up with, and we'd have been good. My phone keep coming back on. It's crazy.
It's got a life of its own, man.
That's crazy. Why my phone keep coming back on? I ain't supposed to be doing that.
When you walked away from that situation and you come out of it maybe with a little more sense of validity or believing in yourself, I guess. What do you look for next? Like, what are you looking for at this time?
At this time, man, you know, I'm much older now. I'm 56 years old, man. I'm just really trying to be backdoor, you know what I'm saying, behind the scene, doing a lot of things. You know, I'm looking for producers to hire for my label. I'm looking for artists. I'm looking for engineers. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to set it off to where the entrepreneurship can really kick in. And I have a company called Cotton Enterprises, and those are enterprises within an enterprise. And you know, I mean, those are companies within the enterprise. And you know, I'm just just trying to do things, man. Just trying to maintain.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, got the podcast show, Soul to Soul. I done did some interviews already, but I'm about to kick it back off. Other than that, I'm really just trying to make some things work, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And your interest lies now in production mainly or management? Where do you see yourself?
Wow, because right now I'm doing everything still myself. So you can just say all of the above.
Yeah.
You know?
Mr. Cotton featuring Ad-Lib is something that I caught online. You got tracks of that online too. You want to tell them about that?
Well, this album is really called Show You How to Love. It's just that Ad-Lib is featuring on the song Show You How to Love.
Okay.
And he is on a few songs on there. I have various artists on a lot of them songs. I have different artists on there with me and stuff. Yeah, this is my latest album. It's got 20 songs on there. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Show You How to Love.
Very nice.
You know, right? If they purchase an album, a CD, they get a free autograph poster. You know, this is my latest project. I'm just, just trying to make it do what it do.
On here, you are mainly singing?
No, say that again?
Are you mainly singing on here?
I'm the main singer on this album, but I have other artists featured on a lot of the songs on there.
You're not doing any rapping at all on this album. It's just vocals.
No, there's one rap song on there.
Okay, that's what I was getting.
Okay. There's one rap song I did do that, and it's called "Bringing Back Hip Hop." You know what I'm saying? I did that not too long ago. You know,
It never left, did it?
no, it never went anywhere.
Okay.
No.
But you sort of gravitated more towards singing at this point. That's the mainstay on the sound.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As far as instruments and musicians.
Well, I play the trombone, but I haven't played it in a while. And if I'm in the studio, you know, I can play keyboard, you know, like
Okay.
that. But other than that, I don't really play instruments.
So this is all, how are you composing all of this is what I'm getting at. Do you have musicians on the album?
Yeah, I got, I'm using various other people's tracks, artists, other producers' tracks, and I'm using a few old school tracks in there.
Okay. And you and I, before we started recording, talked about basically trying to find some new talent to help shuttle along and I guess bring to fruition albums and start to tour and things like that.
Yes, sir.
So everybody look out. Where can they find you to get in touch to see about doing things with you?
They can find me on Facebook at Darnell Cotton. I got 2 pages. They can find me on Instagram at Cotton Darnell or Darnell.Cotton. They can find me on YouTube as Mr. Cotton and 100% Cotton. And that's about it. If I give them a phone number, I give them a number where they can reach me if they're interested in being part of Grind Time Entertainment. They can submit their demos. I can give them my email address or whatever.
All right, we'll put the link on that in the article.
Okay.
And last, I didn't want to leave out Diamonds in the Dirt.
Okay.
I wanted you to talk about that for a minute.
All right, Diamonds in the Dirt. They can see that on Tubi. It's streaming on Tubi for free. It's on Apple TV. It's on Google TV. It's on Prime Video. It's on a whole bunch of spots. And they're doing this big campaign now across the nation now. I think it was the documentary of the year on Tubi this year, or last year was one of them. And Diamonds in the Dirt is talking about how rap got started in Baton Rouge. Who was the first one to do it? Where did it come from? And that's basically what it is. So when they watch Diamonds in the Dirt, you know, they're going to talk about this person and that person, and then after that person, they're going to start telling you about who's the first first rap song that came out down here. Excuse me. And that first rap song, they're talking about the group I had. And
nice.
they're introducing us on there, who we are, and this and that and that. And talking about Raw Shield, they show the studio, the inside. And they interview Kuiper. Kuiper is talking on it. I'm talking on it. Greg Dukes is speaking on it. And it's just basically letting them know that, you know, the group Reality was the first ones to put a record out.
All right. So they're covering a span of time, but it's in the beginning.
It's in the beginning.
Got you.
Because we was the first. They're going in order.
Yeah, well, that's great, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I'm going to get the link to that too, and I'll include that at the end of the article as well, so they can go check that out.
That'd be nice.
Really good, man. I appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man.